Hello everyone. In today's episode, Kien secretly receives a message that could change everything Tieu Lac believes about Quan. But will he reveal the truth or continue protecting her fragile new life? Stay with us and don't forget to subscribe for the next episode. Kien stood on the narrow road with Quan's message open on his phone. The market was already behind him. Ahead, the dirt road curved through a line of bamboo trees before reaching the small house where Tieu Lac was waiting. He read the message again. There is something Tieu Lac does not know about the day she left. My father went to the farm while I was away. I believe he made her think she had no place beside me. Trinh was never the future I chose. I never agreed to marry her, and I never wanted Tieu Lac to leave. Kien's eyes remained fixed on the screen. Quan had written more. I am not asking you to give me her location. I only ask that you tell her the truth. If she still chooses to stay away from me after hearing everything, I will respect her decision. But she deserves to decide without fear. Kien locked the phone. He wanted to believe that protecting his sister meant keeping Quan as far away from her as possible. That it seemed simple at the market. Tieu Lac was pregnant. She was exhausted. She had only just found a place where she could sleep without worrying that someone would order her to leave. Whatever Quan felt, Tieu Lac needed peace more than explanations. But the message had created a doubt Kien could not ignore. If Quan was telling the truth, then Tieu Lac had left the farm because someone had deliberately frightened her. Keeping that truth from her would not protect her. It would only replace one person's control with another's. Kien placed the phone in his pocket and continued walking. When he reached the bamboo house, Tieu Lac was standing near the doorway. Relief appeared briefly on her face. You're back. I stopped at the market. You were gone for a long time. It was crowded. Kien lifted the shopping bag and walked into the house before she could ask anything else. Tieu Lac followed him. He placed the bag on the small table and began removing the supplies. Rice, fruit, fish sauce, 2 ceramic bowls, a pair of chopsticks, medicine. Tieu Lac picked up one of the bowls. It was plain and inexpensive, but it was new. For a moment, she ran her fingers around the edge as though it were something precious. You bought 2. You need something to eat from. What about the second one? I'll be here sometimes. Tieu Lac looked at him. You cannot spend all your money on me. I'm working. You are paid by the day. Some days there may not be work. There will be enough. Kien. He continued arranging the supplies on the shelf. Tieu Lac watched him carefully. Something about him felt different. He was usually tired after leaving the construction site, but his silence now was not only exhaustion. His shoulders were stiff. His movements were too deliberate, as though he was concentrating on every small action to avoid thinking about something else. Did something happen at the market? She asked. No. His answer came too quickly. Tieu Lac placed the bowl on the table. Did you meet someone? Kien stopped briefly above the bag of rice. Then he placed it on the shelf. The market was crowded. I saw many people. That is not what I asked. Kien turned toward her. Nothing happened. Tieu Lac held his gaze for a moment. She could see that he was hiding something, but she did not know whether it concerned her. Kien had lived carelessly for years. Perhaps trouble from his past had followed him to the construction site. Perhaps someone had recognized him and asked about an old debt. She did not want to begin questioning him after he had spent his money buying food for her. All right, she said quietly. Kien looked surprised that she had stopped. Tieu Lac picked up the second bowl and placed it beside the first. The 2 bowls changed the appearance of the table. The house still had almost nothing, but it no longer looked completely abandoned. Tieu Lac stepped back and studied the room. There is space near that wall, she said. Kien followed her gaze. For what? A small sleeping place. You already have the bed. Not for me. Her hand moved gently over her stomach. For the baby. Kien looked toward the empty corner. The floor there was uneven. Sunlight passed through several narrow gaps in the bamboo wall. During heavy rain, water might enter through the roof. Still, Tieu Lac was already imagining a future inside the house. I can repair that part of the floor, Kien said. You already work all day. I can do it after my shift. We don't know how long I can stay here. You can stay as long as you need. Tieu Lac gave a faint smile. For the first time, Kien understood how dangerous hope could be. His sister had only just begun believing that the house might become a home. Telling her that Quan was still searching might return every fear she had tried to leave behind. Kien reached into his pocket when he felt the phone vibrate. Tieu Lac was facing the wall, examining the corner where she imagined placing the baby's bed. Kien looked at the screen without lifting the phone high enough for her to see it. Another message from Quan. Please tell me only one thing. Is she safe? Kien locked the screen immediately. Tieu Lac turned around. Is someone calling you? The construction manager. What does he want? He may need me earlier tomorrow. The lie came easily. That disturbed him more than the message itself. Tieu Lac nodded. Then you should rest. She began arranging the fruit inside a small basket. Kien watched her work. She moved slowly and carefully, but she still refused to remain inactive. Even after everything she had endured, she feared that accepting help would make her a burden. Quan had said the same thing at the market. Strength did not mean she should face everything alone. Kien did not want to agree with him, but he did. That evening, Tieu Lac prepared rice and a small portion of vegetables. She placed the 2 new bowls on the table. Kien sat across from her. For several minutes, neither of them spoke. The sound of insects entered through the open doorway. Farther away, workers were leaving the construction site. Their voices faded slowly down the road. Tieu Lac pushed part of her food into Kien's bowl. You worked today. So did you. I only cleaned the house. You should not have done that. I cannot spend every day sitting still. You need to rest. I also need to know I can still take care of myself. Kien looked down at the food. You don't have to prove anything. I'm not proving it to you. Then to whom? Tieu Lac did not answer immediately. To myself. Her words remained in Kien's mind. She continued. For a long time, other people decided everything for me. Our parents decided what I had to endure. Your debts decided where I could go. Quan's family decided whether I belonged near him. Kien's hand tightened around the chopsticks. Tieu Lac did not notice. I don't want anyone else deciding my life again, she said, even if they believe they are helping me. Kien looked at her. There was no accusation in her voice. She did not know about the meeting at the market. She did not know about Quan's messages. Still, every word seemed directed at him. What would you do if someone knew something important but believed telling you would cause more pain? He asked. Tieu Lac looked up. What kind of thing? Anything. She considered the question. I would still want to know. Even if the truth changed nothing, then I would decide that myself. Kien lowered his eyes. Tieu Lac watched him. Is this about your past? No. Are you in trouble? No. Then why are you asking? I was only thinking. She studied him for another moment, then returned to her food. Kien had received the answer he feared. Later that night, after Tieu Lac had gone to sleep, Kien stepped outside. He sat on the bamboo steps and opened Quan's message again. The road was dark. Only a small light from the construction site remained visible through the trees. Kien began typing. She is safe. He stopped. Even that simple answer felt dangerous. It would confirm that he knew where Tieu Lac was. He deleted the words. At the farm, Quan sat alone at the wooden table. His phone rested in front of him. No reply had arrived. Earlier that evening, he had called his father again. The conversation had ended badly. His father had not apologized. He had admitted visiting the farm, but insisted he had acted to protect Quan's future. You are preparing to throw away everything for a woman who could give you nothing, his father had said. Quan had answered quietly. She gave me the only life I wanted. His father warned that leaving the company would destroy years of work. Quan did not change his decision. Nam would continue managing the business. Quan would remain at the farm. He no longer believed status, inheritance, or family approval could repair what he had lost. Before ending the call, Quan asked one final question. Did you tell her I would marry Trinh? His father remained silent for several seconds. Then he said, "I told her what needed to be said." That answer confirmed everything. Quan picked up his phone and sent another message to Kien. "My father admitted that he went to the farm. He made Tieu Lac believe I had chosen Trinh and that she would destroy my future. Neither was true. I have left the company, refused the marriage arrangement, and returned to the farm. I am not asking you to bring her back. Please let her know the decision she made was based on a lie." Kien's phone vibrated outside the bamboo house. He read the message slowly. Behind him, the floor creaked. Kien locked the phone and turned. Tieu Lac stood in the doorway. "Why are you still awake?" "I couldn't sleep." "Is it the construction manager again?" Kien hesitated. "Yes." Tieu Lac stepped outside and sat beside him. The night air was cool. She pulled a thin cloth around her shoulders. "What did he say?" "That work may become more difficult." "Then don't push yourself too hard." Kien almost laughed at the irony. She was the one carrying a child, living in a borrowed house, and worrying about having enough food. Yet she was telling him not to work too hard. "I'll be fine," he said. Tieu Lac looked toward the dark road. "I want to find something I can do from here." "Like what?" "Maybe prepare vegetables for the market. Or repair clothes. Something that does not require walking too far. You don't need to start immediately." "I know." She rested both hands over her stomach. "But I want this child to enter a life that I built myself." Kien looked at her. She seemed calmer than she had been in weeks. The bamboo house was imperfect, but it had given her enough safety to begin imagining tomorrow. Telling her about Quan might destroy that peace. Hiding the truth might destroy something else. After Tieu Lac returned inside, Kien remained on the steps. He opened the map on his phone. A blue marker appeared over the road beside the bamboo house. He selected Quan's name. The message box opened. Kien typed slowly. "I know where she is." He stared at the words. Then he added, "She is safe. Do not come here." His finger moved toward the send button. Before touching it, he looked back through the doorway. Tieu Lac was asleep beneath the thin blanket, one hand resting over the child Quan still knew nothing about. Kien looked at the location marker again. One message could lead Quan directly to the house. One message could also destroy the fragile beginning Tieu Lac had only just found. His finger remained above the screen. The message was not sent.